What is going on, friends? Mike Mercado here with Devin Tingle on the Sports Cubicle, a live quick reaction as the news has just dropped. Luke Getsy has been fired from the Chicago Bears, but Matt Eberflus, the head coach, will be returning next season, and this seemed to be inevitable for a lot of different signs that we have seen, Devin, over the last few weeks. I think this is such a Bears move. It's a disappointing move. It's something that I've been struggling, Dev. I don't know about you, and we'll talk about it as the days and weeks go on. We're going to have friends of the show join us who are going to be at Hallis Hall and are going to be breaking this down as we hear press conferences and whatnot. But I think the big thing I want to kind of make amends is for years I've been saying stability is a huge thing in the NFL. You don't want to be the organization that continuously fires general managers and head coaches and just never have a foundation. I don't know if this is the dude. I don't know if you're going to be able to have Justin Fields be coached by another offensive coordinator and Matt Eberflus is going to be able to be an executive, being a defensive coordinator and the head coach and making sure the quarterback develops. But in that case, then you're drafting a quarterback at number one. So do you trust Matt Eberflus to hire an offensive coordinator to develop the quarterback that you're investing the number one draft pick on? It's a very disappointing day. I think it's a very frustrating day for, I think, a lot of Bears fans. But where are you at on this?
I mean, there was part of me, Mike, that definitely thinks this might be, they're going to keep Justin Fields. But, again, Luke Getsy was trash. I'm sorry. Screen pass is not a good offensive coordinator. That's playing Madden with your little brother after he figured out you can't friggin' block for your save. Run Facebook Live. You can't block save your goddamn life. But here we are Eberflus has kind of been, Big Matty over here. I'm going to be defensive coordinator. I'm going to be head coach. Pick a fucking role, man. So stay with it.
So do you think this is a sign more likely to keep Justin Fields or that they are going to go with a different quarterback?
Here's my thing. I think the Bears need to keep Fields. I think Eberflus knows that. But at the same time, Mercado, he has no defensive coordinator because he wants both roles. He has no offensive coordinator. And, what are the odds Matt Eberflus is like, look, if you give me everything I want, I can help make a successful team here. I want to see Fields stay. I do think Fields is going to stay. But at the end of the day, it's Chicago Bears. You say stability is good, Mike, but let's take a look. How many quarterbacks have the Bears had in the past 24 years now?
A lot. And now we're going to have to find out whether they're keeping another one or they're drafting another one. And the Bears are in a sticky situation now. They got to hire a defensive coordinator. They have to hire an offensive coordinator. You have to hope that Matt Eberflus and whoever he brings in is going to help develop either Justin Fields into the next level or whatever quarterback you invest in number one pick in. You have to develop and maintain the defense that is ready to win right now. And if for some reason, I don't know why it would, but if for some reason it doesn't work out next year and you fire Matt Eberflus, your rookie quarterback will now be on his second head coach in his second year. As Bears can get. I want to acknowledge our fantasy football champ here on WCPT. Shout out to him. I want to acknowledge all our fans here on the Sports Cubicle. Shout out to you guys for joining us here live as Luke Getsy, the offensive coordinator, has been fired by the Chicago Bears. And Matt Eberflus will be retained as the head coach of the Chicago Bears. It's going to be a long offseason. But our predictions are up right now for the NFL Super Wildcard Weekend. We picked our NFC and AFC champions. We picked a Super Bowl winner. Check that out wherever you get your favorite podcasts, over at Sports from the Couch, and of course, YouTube at The Sports Cubicle. We're on every Sunday night here on WCPT. It's The Sports Cubicle. It's Devin Tingle. I'm Mike Mercado. Of course, Paul Chivari and the marvelous one, Dan Marver, join us every time. Please enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be all over this here on The Sports Cubicle. The Chicago Bears fire Luke Getsy, but are going to retain Matt Eberflus as their head coach.